They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Charlotte's offense takes the field. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the 49ers are in the hurry-up. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. To the air, it's Price. Spits it out to the back. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Singh. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance.
Breaks into the open. The ball squirts free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Mustangs are flying down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the 49ers will hustle to the line. to the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. It'll be a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time he's got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Price. Finds the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Turning it on. Got his man downfield. Tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at trying to do some work. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Peters. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Avery. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall it. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Play number 10 on this series. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Unleashes to the end zone. The grab as he was... His man right at the goal line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
And the 49ers will line up to kick off and start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Finley. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Power football with the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Finley. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll ride the hot hand. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Florida State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air, it's Price. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The 49ers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Price. Grab near the marker, it's Watkins. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give out of the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback. You're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Sticks it in his belly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the big fullback. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. To throw, it's Price. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the 49ers headed quickly to the line.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The 49ers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Ballmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Wants to go up top on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Price. Snagged in the middle, it's Cobb.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the 49ers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Complete on third down. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's McGooligan. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to the fullback. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.